Hey, answer your phone! This is ridiculous. I know you're lying about being on a business trip for work, you know. You shouldn't be so busy on your elegant trip to have an affair that you can't answer a call from your own wife. Can you?
Huh? What kind of stunt are you pulling on me as I'm in the middle of working? I've told you 100 times already. I'm busy on this business trip.
The only one pulling a stunt is you, Mike. I already called your office and your secretary told me that you don't have any sort of business trip on your schedule. She told me that you were using PTO starting from today. She even said she had assumed that we were going on vacation together.
What? Who are you to think you can call my office and get information without my permission?
You're only upset because I've caught you lying to me. And because you can't go on about your business trip when we both know you're out with some other woman. I have a strong feeling that every time you've been on one of your oh-so-important business trips, you've been going to meet up with someone else. Lying to your wife over and over again while you're sneaking around behind my back. You're really something else, Mark. I don't understand how you can compartmentalize the way you act.
Shut up! Don't speak to me like that. You're my wife, not my mother. I don't know how you came up with the idea that I'm at some elegant place that's specific to having affairs. I'm not doing anything but relaxing with a female friend of mine that I get along with. Stop making such a fuss over it. You're being annoying.
A female friend of yours that you get along with, huh? Yeah, right. I'm sure you're just having fun, doing regular friendship things, huh?
Well, after my trips, I always end up coming back home to you, don't I? Seems like that should be enough for you, shouldn't it? So if I'm out having fun in between the times I'm at home and at work, it shouldn't be an issue as long as I come back home afterwards. If you were a good wife, you'd keep your mouth shut and learn your place. Stop making a big deal about me taking care of my own needs. I take care of you, don't I?
I absolutely cannot believe you right now. Are you seriously trying to justify the fact that you're cheating on me because I'm supposed to be a good wife and let you do what you want?
Well, men are the ones that have to carry the stress of needing to work and be the breadwinners of the household. We have a ton of responsibilities that are thrust on us. We have to take care of the mortgage, electric bill, be in charge of the house. Husbands have more responsibilities than you can imagine, and we work our asses off to make it happen. So if I have to relieve my stress by spending time with another woman, you should thank me for it instead of nagging about it.
I shouldn't have to put up with this. You are such a narcissist. You found a way to make cheating on your wife while you have children with her all about how awesome you are. I don't understand how you could betray your family like this and then have an attitude this terrible when you get caught. Don't you think you're showing a pathetic example of a father to your son?
Will you stop being so annoying? This is one of the things that caused this in the first place. The constant nagging. Sure, in most cases, a man going out on his wife would make him evil. But I'm drowning in stress caused by you. So, in reality, you're the one who's evil. If you regret being cheated on, maybe you should have been a better wife. I do blame myself all around as a father, but I've been messed up because of how much you've stressed me out over the years. How am I supposed to raise a son when you suck the life from me?
What is that supposed to mean? You can go out and cheat on me, then blame me for why you did it in the first place? And then say I'm the reason you're a bad father. You are literally the worst person I've ever met in my life. I don't ever want to see your face again. If that's the way you want to live your life, be my guest and do whatever you'd like. But do me a favor and don't come home this time. I mean it. Stay with your new girlfriend and leave us alone.
What? Don't kid yourself. That house isn't yours, it's mine. You can't threaten to kick me out of my own house. If you don't like what I do to get by, then you can be the one to leave. Not me. Any wife who can't look past a one-time thing that her husband did is an idiot. As a matter of fact, An idiot woman like you should have no right to continue living in my house. It's my name on the deed, after all. So, you and your son can both get your stuff and get out of my house while I'm thinking about it, actually. Make sure you're packed and out before I get back.
Excuse me?
Trying to tell me I can't come back to a home that I pay for? Get real. So if you can't get with the program and understand that I'm just doing what I need to do so I can pay the bills, then you can be the one to leave. And honestly, I don't really want to look at your face either. So how about you just hurry up and get out? It would be nice to bring my new girlfriend over to an empty house anyways.
You're disgusting. You plan on coming back to the house you're kicking your wife and kid out of with your new girlfriend to live with her here? You could so easily toss your child and wife out like that. Do you not have any feelings as a father during all this?
Nope. No feelings about it. Feels fine, actually. Too bad, though. My girlfriend just had renovations done on her new place. Seems like a waste since she won't be living there much longer. But I guess we can take this opportunity to start a divorce anyways. I was hoping to find a way to start a new life with her. So this is perfect timing, really.
To be so easily able to throw out the word divorce like that. I think I'm finally starting to understand what you really are on the inside, Mark.
Good for you, then. If you truly understand me now, then hurry up and get out, stupid woman. The moment I get back from this trip, I'm filing for divorce. So be a good wife and be patient until I get back to sign the divorce papers, will you? I've got the best lawyer around, by the way. You won't win if you try to fight it.
Stephanie! I am so sorry for my stupid son. I just heard about what happened. I cannot believe that Mike would do that to you. I didn't raise him to act like this. I have no idea where I went wrong. Huh? Mike actually called you to tell you what was going on? Yes. I just got off the phone with him a moment ago. He told me he decided to divorce you and told me not to worry because he was bringing home a new woman. I thought I was going to faint as soon as I heard him say that. I swear I could have reached through the phone and strangled him. Wow. I didn't think he'd say that to you. He called and told you really fast then. But like Mike said, he wants to get a divorce. It seems that he wants to start his life over with a younger, prettier woman rather than keep going on with his middle-aged, wrinkly old wife. Oh my God. I am so sorry. I did not raise Mike to be like this. I don't understand how my son could be so terrible. Becky, it's not your fault. This is entirely Mike's actions. You don't have to apologize on his behalf. Make sure you take him for all the alimony you can. Take your hurt out on his wallet. You have to be able to take care of Andy also. You know what? Why don't you just keep the house as a way of making this better? He doesn't deserve it anymore. What? Are you sure? Absolutely I am. Mike doesn't deserve that house after he cheats on his wife and leaves her to take care of his child. So just keep living the way you're living and let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out. Raising a child as a single mother has many challenges. If you don't mind, I'd like to help out, even if it's just in a small way. I wish there was something more I could do for you. For the both of you. Honestly, just hearing that you're so supportive makes me feel a lot better. But it does look like Mike plans on continuing to live in this house. He said he was going to live here with the woman he's cheating on me with. He said what? He wants to kick you and Andy out, then bring the woman he's cheating on you with back to your house to live with her instead. That's what he told me, yes. He said it's his name on the deed, so it's legally his house. And he just told me to take Andy and get out. Actually, he called him your son, if I'm being honest. He didn't. And he said he didn't feel bad at all kicking us out. Surely if Mike's name is on the deed, then he has ownership of the house, right? It's frustrating. But I have to follow the law. And it seems like it's in his favor. Plus, his lawyer is way too expensive for me to be able to fight anything. That's so horrible. After he does all that, you're the one that has to deal with all the difficulty after the divorce. There's nothing I can really do about it. So for now, I'm packing our bags. Mike said he wants us out of the house before he returns with that woman he's with. So I really do apologize, but I don't have much time. So I need to go. We have a lot to pack up, and I have to figure out where we're going to stay. No. There's no need for that, Stephanie. You don't need to leave the house. Don't pack any bags. Just sign the divorce papers and do nothing else. I will take care of it. What? I will swing by to pick up the divorce papers in a little while. It's my responsibility to get my son to sign them and bring them to the courthouse. So you and Andy just stay as you are in that house, please. Oh, and I'll be bringing by a locksmith to change the locks on the door for you. I'll make sure it gets changed before my idiot son gets home. I don't want him barging in like he hasn't done anything wrong. Are you sure it's okay to do something like that? When Mike gets home, he's going to flip out. And I'm positive he's going to have his lawyer with him if the locks are changed. Don't you worry about a thing. I've got a great idea. So keep your head up, Stephanie. Even if I can't force him to undo anything, I can at least punish him. As the mother that raised this screw-up, it's my responsibility to fix this.
Look, would you just be an adult about this and get out already? That house is my property. We already signed the divorce papers, so you're nothing more than a squatter now. The deed is in my name, so you have no right to be living in my house anymore. I could call the police and have them drag you out, but I'm being nice by allowing you to walk out yourself.
Yeah, that would be a terrible thing, to be dragged out of the house by the police. And after all, we are divorced, so it's not like there's any reason for you and I to live in the same house together anymore.
Yet you're still sitting around in my house refusing to leave. And you arbitrarily decide to just change the locks. You really want to play the terrible ex-wife role, don't you? But you'll still talk to me like I'm the bad guy, when you're the bringer of everything evil in the world. Get out of my house or I'm calling the police.
Huh? Did you say I'm the bringer of all evil in the world? What the hell does that even mean?
Because of you. Everyone at my office is talking about how I used company vehicles to go meet up with someone to have an affair. Now I have to clear all that up at work. You're making it uncomfortable for me to make money now. And because of you telling them all that, I was removed from an important project. My boss keeps dropping hints about how much of a family man he is. So, yes, you've brought nothing but evil on me. That's why I wanted to leave you in the first place. You always bring me down.
No one put a gun to your head and forced you to go have an affair. Don't try to put the consequences of your selfish actions on anyone but yourself.
I'm not the one that's selfish. You've locked yourself into your ex-husband's house and refused to leave. Doesn't that make you the selfish one? I can't get into the house that I paid for, so I've been stuck in my girlfriend's apartment since I got back. I'm warning you. If you don't leave in 5 minutes, I'm calling the police.
Why are you complaining about that? Aren't you the one who said you'd like to spend every day with your new young girlfriend anyways?
Don't give me that sarcastic tone. Sarcasm doesn't look good on women. That's one reason why you're not as attractive as you used to be. You regret signing those divorce papers, but you can't say it, huh?
What? You think I actually regret divorcing you? No way.
Yep, I'm sure you do. I'm positive you regret it, actually. You couldn't bring yourself to forgive me for having an affair once or twice, as if it was the worst thing ever. And now your world is crumbling around you because of it. The truth is, you really want to get back together. You can't help yourself. So this is just your poor excuse of a last resort to try to win me back.
Ew. Stop saying stuff like that. You're making me gag. Ugh. Who in their right mind would ever want to get back together with someone like you?
Ouch. Stephanie, can't you just play nice for once? What's with you angrily changing the locks and keeping yourself locked in the house like you're preparing for a siege or something? Are you just doing that because you want me to break it off with this woman and come back home to you?
Absolutely not.
I mean, it's admirable, but your plan is pretty sloppy. Just locking the doors and sitting around, waiting for me to return. What did you expect to happen when I got back? You can spare yourself the stress of all this and think about getting back together with me. Depending on your attitude, I might decide to break it off and come back home.
Huh? Why this sudden change of heart? I thought you were going to start a new life with that 20-something girlfriend of yours. Didn't you already make it official with her? Or did you realize she's too young to do adult things, like tie her shoes or write her name in cursive?
She's not really wife material, honestly.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, she's fun to go out on dates with and have fun, but I can't imagine actually marrying that thing. I mean, her body is amazing, but let's put it this way. After living with her for a bit, I'm seeing some red flags. She doesn't cook, clean, do anything really. You're better at all those things than she is, honestly. Besides the body thing. But maybe if you went to the gym and started on a diet, you could get better. So I guess I'd be open to reconciling with you.
Wow. Is that your way of trying to get me back? Insult me and hope that I feel bad enough to want to be with you again? You think because your new girlfriend can't cook and clean, you think we should get back together?
It really doesn't matter why. You should just thank me for saying I'll take you back. And it should make Andy happy too. The father he loves so much is coming home.
You're unbelievable. But Andy hasn't asked about you one single time since you've been gone, actually.
Well, if I do take pity on you and come back, I don't want you to be all nagging and annoying like usual. And I'm sure you're feeding him lies about me anyways. Oh, I know. We'll make a list of special conditions for us to reconcile so you know what I expect of you moving forward. If you get on your knees and apologize, I'll head back home right now.
Don't kid yourself, Mike. You should be the one begging me for forgiveness.
No, I'm completely serious. If you kneel before me and tell me you're sorry, I might even be able to marry you. Yeah, that's it. I'm a bad woman who can't forgive my amazing husband for cheating on me. Say that while you grovel in front of me. Ha! Do that, and I'll get back together with you. Well, I'll think about letting you get back together with me.
Who in their right mind would do something like that for a person like you? You're making yourself look like a bigger idiot every time you say something new. This is a new record for you.
Idiot. Is that really a nice thing to call someone you want to be with? You keep that up and you'll miss your chance to get back together with me. I might just call the police right now and see what they have to say about all of this. Don't forget whose name is on the deed. I will come over there and force you out myself if I have to.
Excuse me? You'll force me out yourself?
I will. And that would make things more difficult for you, wouldn't it? Because I wouldn't give you the luxury of bringing bags with you when you leave. So, you know the right thing to do. Better get on it. If you want to get back with me, beg. If you don't, then you won't have a house to live in come tomorrow.
The one who doesn't have a house is you. I'm not joking either. I would never beg anyone to come back to me, let alone someone like you. Oh, by the way, I put your stuff outside by the curb. You should come get it before the garbage trucks do. Or before the rain ruins everything much more.
Huh? What gives you the right to throw my stuff out like that? You can't just play house like you own the place just because I'm not there.
But the landlord said I can do as I please with anything in the house. The landlord being your mother, of course.
What? Why are you bringing my mom up?
I didn't know this. but it turns out that it's actually your mother who owns this property. I thought you actually bought this property from her. But you didn't actually pay a penny, did you?
I don't see why that matters. The land ownership changing process is a pain, so there was no reason not to just keep the land in my mom's name. So, I saved costs by not buying the land and just building the house on top of it.
Sure, you can think of it that way. But have you ever heard of illegal domicile occupation?
Huh? Illegal domicile occupation.
The land the house stands on is owned by your mom, and the deed of the house is in your name. But you must own the land that your home sits on to legally reside in it. So if your mother decided to kick everyone out of the house, then anyone living on her property would have to leave, regardless of whether their name is on the deed to the house or not. It would be illegal, actually, to build a house on someone's property without permission.
Huh? What does this have to do with anything I was talking about? It's not like I'm a stranger that broke onto her property. She's my mom. So it's not an issue for me to have a house on her property. Plus, she said that I could use the property as I pleased when we were building the house.
But do you have that in writing?
What?
Do you have it in writing? As in a contract stating you were allowed to have a house on her property? Or did you just have a verbal agreement with your mother about it? Did you make sure to keep records of everything with the house?
There was no point in having anything like that. It wasn't necessary because we're family.
Well, if you don't have any proof of a contract, then you can't say that your mother allowed you to build on her property, because she's the one with all the legal ownership. And we don't have any sort of contract saying we're allowed to have this house here.
What?
In short, legally, we'd have to hand over the house to your mom. And if she said we had to vacate the house, the law would be on her side.
What? Is that true? But she never mentioned anything like that to me. Anyways, I'm her son, and there's no way a mother would kick her son out like this.
It's totally possible that she would. Because I, your mother, am saying this to you right now.
Mom, why are you messaging me from Stephanie's phone?
I'm right here with her, actually. I've been reading all the messages you've been sending to her. I can't believe you turned out this way after all the work I put into raising you. I told Stephanie not to reconcile with you, that she was going to have the house as a way of apologizing for your actions. I told her if you weren't able to apologize for what you did, then I was going to make you leave the house to her.
Huh? Wait a second. Why would you give my house away like that, Mom?
What's so bad about giving Stephanie the house her cheating husband tried to kick her and my grandson out of? After all, you turned out to be a failure. It's time I start investing in Stephanie and Dandy and pray he didn't learn anything from you.
What are you saying?
As a side note, the cost for me to demolish the house would be billed to you. So if you'd rather not sign the deed over to Stephanie, then you can just pay me for all the demolition, and you'll still have to pay the home mortgage as well.
What do you mean I'd have to pay the mortgage?
The demolition of a house doesn't negate the original loan, and from what Stephanie said, there's still a 20-year loan with your name on it. On top of that, the demolition of a house this size would be tens of thousands of dollars. A mortgage for a house that doesn't exist. The cost of a home demolition. Seems like quite the cost.
No, you're lying. Give me a second to think. I couldn't afford that.
Well, you can always give Stephanie the house, as I've just pointed out. Then there would be no need to demolish it. Do that and I'll ignore the fact that there's an illegally occupied structure on my property.
What kind of position is that for me to be left in? I can't go back to the house that I paid to build in the first place.
Ah, now you're finally catching on. So, the narcissistic son of mine does have some brains left then, huh?
What?
Oh well, we'll just let the past stay in the past. Since you ran out of love for Stephanie, There's nothing more you can do. But Mike, if you're going to have a child with someone, then decide to end it like this. Make sure you take responsibility for it. That's what you vowed to do when you were first married. Till death do us part. Remember?
Oh, that's rich. Tell me to take responsibility for something that Stephanie's basically forced me to do. A wife who forces her husband to cheat on her is the worst kind of woman. But even though I did what I did, why should the consequences of me cheating on her be this harsh? It doesn't make sense for you to say that I can't live in the house I paid for.
I cannot believe what this stupid son of mine is saying. Stephanie did her duties and responsibilities as a wife. She took care of your child and your home. And she worked part-time on top of that. And you've done nothing but complain about how difficult your cushy office job is. If you complain and groan about this any longer, I will immediately contact a demolition company. And I will make sure to ask for the most expensive demolition.
Mom, please wait. Please don't do that. I promise I'm not arguing or complaining about it anymore. So, please don't demolish that house. I can't afford something like that. Please, Stephanie. Forgive me. Let's get back together. I don't have any other way I can get back into my house if we don't get back together.
You really think I'd take you back after all that? Stop kidding yourself.
But doesn't Andy miss me? And it must be difficult to try to raise a child all by yourself, without being able to go out and work.
Actually, we're doing just fine. Your mom has been a tremendous help.
My mom has. She hasn't even spoken to me.
Yeah, ever since she helped me with the divorce. She's been helping us out in any way she can. She's a literal lifesaver, let me tell you. And she's been doing so much. I feel so happy to have her around all the time. So we actually don't feel any extra stress without having you around.
I'm his father too, you know.
Don't you worry about us. We're totally fine. Plus, with you paying the mortgage and child support, we're doing great financially.
But things are not good for me. I'm still not able to live in my own house. But I have to keep paying the mortgage payments. That's not fair. And having to pay child support and alimony on top of all that. I'm pretty much sure that gives you guys 90% of my paycheck. How is that fair?
Don't blame me for your name being on the mortgage. That was your idea, to have you be the only one on it in the first place. And legally, you have to pay alimony and child support. Besides, it was your bright idea to get divorced in the first place. I'm supposed to be bad for you, but you didn't think anything through? As far as giving us most of your paycheck, you can always try to pick up more hours at work to make more money if you'd like.
Yeah, ever since this whole divorce thing, my boss hasn't been too happy with me. You shouldn't have said anything to my office about what was going on. Plus, my girlfriend just kicked me out as well. But honestly, the worst of all of this is paying the mortgage for a house I'm not allowed to live in. What kind of life is this for me? Seriously.
Seems like the life you threw away so easily looks pretty nice about now, huh?
That wasn't my fault. But stop changing the subject. You guys are completely draining all my money. And that's why my girlfriend left me. She said I couldn't pay for dates, and we couldn't have a life together because of how little money I have now. So you're ruining my life over and over again. This isn't fair.
Oh, you poor thing. How sad. Your new pretty girlfriend doesn't want to be with you because you can't afford to take her out. Boo-hoo.
If you really felt bad for me, you'd take me back. That would be the only way I could get back on my feet. Because Mom is refusing to help me out, or even speak to me because of all the things you've said about me. Please, can you just be reasonable for once and try to reconcile this? I'll even beg you if that's what it takes.
Your crying isn't worth anything to me. I don't really care if you're in an uncomfortable position. But you can shut up and keep paying your alimony and mortgage. That's all you're good to me for now. Now that you understand what your place is, stop contacting me before I get a restraining order on you on top of everything else. I don't know if it's obvious or not, but Mike and I did not end up getting back together. But at least he's keeping himself busy and out of my hair while he works 2 jobs to pay his child support and alimony. Oh, and the mortgage, too. However, Mike is the father of my child, so I've allowed visits, as long as Mike's mom is there. She refuses to talk to him outside of these visits, though. She's still mad at how he acted. Mike's supposedly doing well at work now. He keeps talking about how he expects to get a promotion soon. We'll see, though. Mike's tried to get his mother to allow him back in the house, but she won't let him until we decide to move out. It seems like Mike's had a good taste of his own medicine, and it tastes pretty bad. Thank you for following along with us on this adventure. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next episode.